Cardinals taking on the Texhoma Lady Red Devils. Lady Red Devils are on the floor. They're warming up. Lady Cardinals have not come out yet. This game is a very quick turnaround. Just last Friday, so 5 days ago, these two teams played each other in Moreland. Lady Cardinals coming out onto the floor. These two teams played each other just 5 days ago in Moreland as a part of the Moreland Holiday Tournament. Cardinals came out and had a horrible first quarter and only scored two points and turned the ball over and over and over and over. Texhoma was able to use that to jump out to a big lead in the first half. Turpin was able to come back and make it a close game, actually led in the fourth quarter. Texhoma was able to come back, get the lead late in the game, and held on to a flurry by the Cardinals. Cardinals end up with a bucket right before the end, or trying with an attempt at a bucket right before the end of the game, but lost the game by 1 point. Texhoma went on to win the holiday tournament in Moreland. They took on Waukomis in the championship round and beat them by 10 points. The Cardinals took on Sayre in the third place game at Moreland on Saturday. Jumped out on Sayre. Sayre came back. The game went back and forth a bit, and then the Lady Cardinals were down one with almost no hope left. Sayre had the chance to shoot free throws with little under 10 seconds left. They missed. Cardinals come down in a hurry and kick it out to freshman Tatum Boyd. Boyd dribbled in, short penetration, took about a 12-foot jumper, and it fell for the freshman. So Lady Cardinals end up taking third on a nail biter. These two teams have a long history. They play each other every year, and especially over the last 5 years, the two teams have met 14 times since 2016. Lady Cardinals have had the edge 8-6. Cardinals early on were doing well. Texhoma had a streak of 4 into 2018, and since 2018, Lady Cardinals have been on an 8-2 run. They've done a great job since 2018. So these Lady Red Devils, it's been rare for them to get a win over the Lady Cardinals. And same thing the other way. Lady Cardinals only had lost to Texhoma one time, and that was in Laverne. So Lady Cardinals had done a great job both at home and here at Texhoma. And in fact, Cardinals have won, for these two teams that are on the floor right now, the Cardinals have won every game, both home and away. The only time that Texhoma's been able to pull off a win over the Lady Cardinals has been at tournaments. So Lady Cardinals come in with a win streak of sorts with the chance to protect that streak. So our two seniors, Shelby Moses and Brianna Barrett, with some pride to protect there. Over the last 5 years, Cardinals have had also the better of overall records. Cardinals have won 70 games in the last 5 years, only 56 losses. Texhoma is just now coming even over the last 5 years. They got a 59-60 record. So these two programs, both of them have had their down years, but things are on the rise. Last year when the Cardinals went on the tremendous 23-4 run, one of the best records and best teams in Cardinals history, Texhoma was able to go 19-6. These two teams have a very similar history. Both teams have been to the state tournament a similar number of times. Cardinals have been 4 times overall, just missed last year. Texhoma has been 5 times to the tournament. And Texhoma does have 1 title to their claim. Turpin, as you know, does not have any basketball titles, either boys or girls. Our boys and girls both had close brushes with championships in the 50s. Cardinals boys team losing a championship game by only 1 point. Lady Cardinals with a fantastic team in 1958, but that's history. This game's getting ready to take place on the court in just 8 minutes. Lady Cardinals have come in, a tremendous 3-point shooting team. They've also put up a lot of points in the paint, As far as points in between the three-point line and the post, there hasn't been a lot of scoring for the Cardinals, but they haven't needed it. They've been outscoring opponents this year at a pretty good pace. We've been beating teams on average by a little over 13 points a game. We're averaging almost 50 points a game and only allowing 36. Now, we were getting close to 60 points a game, and then we had a couple of low-scoring games in that Moreland tournament. So things have slowed down a little bit on the offensive scoring when the Cardinals started to face some better opponents. Texhoma Red Devils have been pretty consistent on the year. They've only broke 50 twice so far this year. They did get 61 against Felt. That Felt team's getting beat up on pretty badly at Balco tonight. This Texhoma team hung with 2A Hooker and almost pulled off the win. That game ended up falling short by just 6 points. That was free throws at the end. So this Texhoma team, after having kind of a hard run of luck for about 5 years, picked up suddenly last year. A lot of that can be attributed to a couple of players. Jackie Berry, one of the fastest players in Northwest Oklahoma, and really in the state. She's a sprint champion, goes to state and does fantastic. One of the fastest players you'll come across, rivaled only by Megan Weber and Tatum Boyd from the Cardinals. Berry has been working hard on her basketball game, doing a lot, playing summer ball. And then the move-in, Cody Audrain. She came in last year and did a fantastic job pulling together things for Coach Broadhead's team at Texhoma. And as we went through, Texhoma went on a nice run last year, going 19-6, just missing 20, that win number 20. These two teams did meet in districts last year. That game was played here, and Cardinals came out on top. Cardinals beat Texhoma both times last year. So not a lot has changed for the Cardinals. We got everybody here for this game. We'll expect to see the same sort of ball that we know and love from our Lady Cardinals. Forcing that ball inside, doing a tremendous job on the boards, getting close-in shots, and then finding openings on the outside. Lady Cardinals with a huge edge both in the post in most of their games and overall for the season, and also from beyond the three-point line. Texhoma does a pretty good job from the free throw line, but for the year not doing very much from outside the three-point line. Now, Audrain loves to shoot outside. Elliott hit some threes when the two teams played on Friday, but not a lot of the team shoots beyond those two. So we'll see what happens with that. Lady Cardinals can put a whole bunch of people out on the floor who can shoot from behind the three-point line. The Lady Cardinals also had a tremendous, just a stellar assist-to-turnover ratio before the game against Texhoma. And then the game against Sayre also had some turnover problems. So Lady Cardinals looking to work on that, get things back on the right side with their passing. For the Lady Cardinals, you'll remember we have a lot of experience, graduated last year, 5 seniors. They all went off to college for various things, none of which were for sports, all academics for all 5. But we have 3 all-conference players who returned. Abby Buller, who got 3rd team all-conference last year. Shelby Moses is an honorable mention all-conference. And Brianna Barrett, honorable mention all-conference. We'll look to see what kind of defenses the girls run tonight. We can go both man-to-man or zone press. We played a little bit of 2-2-1 press in some of the tournament games. We play mostly man-to-man on defense, but we can switch it up and go with a zone if need be. We don't get a lot of blocks, but we alter a tremendous amount of shots. Huge amounts of deflections and steals for the team, and we are fast. Buried for Texhoma, one of the few players that we can match up with on an opposing team who can actually hang with Weber and Boyd. Boyd's been coming off the bench this year, but she brings the speed whenever she comes into the game. Buller has mid-distance speed. Post has tremendous quickness. And our post players, Moses and Barrett, can tend to get around opposing players pretty easily. Barrett, you'll remember, also extremely strong player. She's a two-time discus champion. One of her big competitors is across the court tonight in Cody Audrain. Audrain also went to state, but Barrett has had 2 state titles now, working on a three-peat. In 2020, she didn't get the chance to compete because of COVID. Who knows what she would have done that year. Barrett will be looking to go play, I say play, she's looking to go throw discus in college next year after she graduates. Several of the Lady Cardinals with college hopes. Buller and Boyd are also putting in a lot of work and getting out, I say getting out on the recruiting trail, but trying to make sure that coaches are getting looks at them. Same can be said with Barry and Audrain. In fact, Audrain and Buller and Post actually all play for the same summer travel team program, WKE, Western Kansas Elite. So they actually practice together during the summer. They've played against each other an awful lot. Barry played for a team out of Texas during the summer. So a lot of these players for these two teams putting in tremendous amounts of work during the summer, working on their game, developing themselves to go along with their athleticism and what they're able to pull together from school ball. Just 2 minutes remain before we get ready for the start of this game. 4-2 Texhoma on their home court looks to defend against a Turpin Cardinal team that's looking for revenge tonight in our first of our 2 games tonight between Varsity. We'll take just a moment. Good time to grab your last minute snacks. Take your last minute break. Just over 60 seconds remain on the clock before we start with introductions and the game tips off.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and bow your heads as we will have a prayer tonight by Mr. Grayson McGlosson.
Father God, we come to you tonight and we pray that all the players have a good time and all have fun and give the glory to you and the end, Lord. In your name, pray, amen.
Please remain standing and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem, performed tonight by the Texhoma Quartet. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's girls varsity matchup between the Turpin Cardinals and your Texhoma Lady Red Devils. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Cardinals. The junior number 2, Kemper Post. The junior number 3, Abby Buller.
Starters for the Cardinals.
Number 5, Shelby Moses.
Same starters we've had so far for all of our games this year. Number 2, Kemper Post. Number 3, Abby Buller. Number 5, Shelby Moses. Number 11. Megan Weber. Number 13, Brianna
The
Barrett.
junior, number 3, Abby Ortega.
Number 4 is Texhoma. Number 3, Abby Ortega.
Jackie Berry.
Number 11, Jackie Berry.
The senior, number 13, Cody Page.
Number 13, senior Cody Page Audrain.
Kennedy Elliott.
Number 22, Kennedy Elliott.
Senior, number 33.
And the senior, number 33, Charlie Thrasher.
Thrasher. Your Lady Red Devils are coached by Mr. Charles Rudhead.
All right, angles are a little bit weird here at Texhoma. We're way up high, so I apologize in advance. You're gonna see cables. You'll see a little bit of the booth. Audio might be weird, but we'll give you what we got so you can watch your Lady Cardinals playing tonight. Buller tipping against Barry. Barry gets the tip. Texhoma's got it. They're into their first possession of the game. Elliott over on the, Post jumps the pass intended from Elliott to Ortega. Post down the floor for Barrett. It gets tipped around. Barrett's got it. Buller's got the loose ball. It's up top to Weber. Cardinals don't get the tip, but they get the benefit of the steal by Post. Weber tries to get it in to Moses. Texhoma was doubling Moses. She's unable to get it. Post drives in, takes a little jumper. Cardinals are on the board right away. Now that matches what they're able to do in the first quarter against Texhoma at Moreland. So right off the bat, Cardinals off to a better start than we had against at Moreland. Ortega's got it up top, kicks it over on the edge to Audrain. Barry's got it. Barry tries to drive inside. Weber tips it, ends up with Thrasher. Weber run right into the passing lane. Texhoma did a tremendous job of getting in the passing lanes when we played against them at Moreland. Ball gets tied up. Cardinals have the possession arrow, and we'll be throwing it in. You'll see that Texhoma's in a 2-2-1. They did a good job with that 2-2-1 against us. A little bit of a change-up. Moses is in the middle. Barron had been in the middle whenever we played him earlier. Weber's able to get through. Post wide open for a 3. It's going to bounce around. Weber's going for it against Barry, and Weber will tip it out of bounds. Texhoma gets the possession after it's tipped out by the Cardinals. Ortega's going to bring it up. Over on the edge to Audrain. Audrain loves to shoot the 3, loves to penetrate. Barry's got it. Barry's trying to work, and Cardinals are set up in a zone tonight. We'll see if they stay in it or not. Long shot. Doesn't hit anything. No net, no rim, so the Cardinals have it. Buller's throwing it in. Post back to Buller. Buller can dribble. She chooses to go ahead and pass it over to Post. Weber's got it. Audrain dives in front of Weber. Is able to get it. Buller working against Audrain. Buller doesn't go for Audrain's head fake. Helps force a miss by Audrain. Weber comes down with the rebound and gets fouled. That foul is going to go against Barry. That is her first and first of the game for either of the two teams. Buller throws it back in. It's back to Buller. Buller's going to go ahead and get it up the floor quickly. Back over to Weber. Into the middle to Moses. So already you can see a change in how the Cardinals are running their press breaker with bringing Moses up. Moses very proud of the fact that she has played point guard in her career. She's got ball handling and passing skills. Barrett with a nice pass into Post. Post was a little bit shocked that he was left that wide open by the Lady Red Devils defense. Puts up a shot and a little bit of a miss. Texhoma ends up with it. They drive inside. They try to get it to Barry, who'd set up, but Buller waited on it and dove in front of the pass. She gets the steal. Cardinals have the possession. This time it's the Lady Cardinals getting in front. Nice job by Post, hitting Buller on the backside. Buller had snuck in behind the Texhoma Red Devils defense. Red Devils look a little bit out of sync here. This foul's on Ortega, and all of a sudden, Red Devils have 2 fouls. Lady Cardinals have 1 bucket, and Buller's going to the line to try and add to the lead. She makes her first free throw, and already the Lady Cardinals off to a better first quarter than they had in Moreland. Buller gets one more shot. She was fouled on her attempt on that layup. Buller makes both. Cardinals lead 4-0. Ortega's bringing it up. Lady Cardinals in that zone. They get Audrain in deep. She misses another layup. Weber with another rebound, and she gets tied up by Ortega right away. Brianna Barrett had done a good job facing up with Audrain as soon as she caught the ball. Audrain got the ball off a little bit awkward and missed the shot. Possession arrow was in Red Devils' favor. They go to Barry. She goes baseline, puts up a jumper and drains it. Red Devils on the scoreboard for the first time. Buller comes up the sideline, gets it to post. Cardinals doing a good job today against this press. They get an open baseline shot for Weber. She's unable to hit it. Long rebound. Goes to Elliott. Elliott into Audrain. Audrain tries driving in, and it looks like we're going to have a foul called on Barrett. Barrett was trying to decide if she was going to go ahead and take a charge. Audrain went into a Euro step and bumped into Barrett's hip. Barrett was starting to slide backwards and ends up getting called for the foul. First foul on Lady Cardinals, so that's the first foul on Barron as well. Ortega has it into the baseline to Thrasher. Thrasher known more for her softball skills, but she's a savvy senior on this floor as well for the Red Devils. Elliott goes into the lane. Moses reaches over and strips the ball away from her. So Moses with the steal. Lady Cardinals doing a great job on defense here in the early going against the Red Devils. Buller's got it working against Barry. Barry reaches for it, slaps at it. Buller's able to get it away. Interesting. Red Devils are slapping at Buller, but Coach Broadhead's wanting the foul called on Buller. Miss on the shot. Barry's got the rebound going the other way in a hurry. She tries to do a spin move, runs right into Barrett. They're going to call a shooting foul. Post got knocked to the floor by Barry. Barrett had position, was standing still. Not sure who it's going to get called on. It's going to be on Post. They're going to say Post did not have position when Barry ran into her. So Barry will use that speed and try to get to the hole as often as possible. She's one of the quickest players that you will see in the state of Oklahoma. Over the summer, she and Buller were at a combine along with players from across the state of Oklahoma. And Barry easily had the highest quickness numbers of anybody at the entire combine. Substitutions by Coach Smaltz. Barrett and Weber will take a seat. Boyd and Estes into the game. So Buller, Boyd, Post, Moses, and Estes into the game. Estes had a nice job in the tournament. Boyd's able to get the rebound. Barry doesn't make either free throw. Boyd loses the ball to the press. A lot of contact, but nothing's getting called. Boyd's on the ground, shaken up. Texhoma drives in. Texhoma had substitutions as well. Rebound by Moses, I think. But Boyd ends up with the ball. Cardinals have the ball into the half court. Buller's got it, working against Barry. They find Boyd wide open. She kicks it out to Post for an open three-pointer. Post doesn't hit it. Cardinals have been tremendous behind the three-point line. They'll take that shot, and they'll certainly be happy with Post shooting it over and over in this game. Audrain's looking to go baseline. Tries to kick it across the way to Melinda Ortega, to Blakely Scott, who was open baseline, but Audrain can't connect on the pass. Allie Mitchell's also come in for Texhoma. Buller's got it, working against Mitchell. Gets it easily into the front court. Buller pulls up behind the three-point line, kicks it to Post. Lady Cardinals run a double high post. They go ahead and circle cutters over the top of their posts. They're looking for some openings here. Estes screens. Texhoma's working in a man-to-man. Boyd's got an opening, draws the double, kicks it to Post. Moses is wide open in the baseline, but she'll kick it to Buller. Buller drives in, puts up a jumper. Barry had come in. I think Buller thought that Barry was going to go ahead and try and draw a charge, so Buller went for the jumper. It's a little bit off, and the rebound goes to Texhoma. Audrain on the edge, Remember, Audrain loves shooting threes. Mitchell wants to shoot a three, but it's not going to get anything but a whiff of the net. So both teams trying to adjust to the other's defense right now. Texhoma missing some shots pretty badly from behind the three-point line so far. Cardinals also have done a good job on altering shots. Cardinals so far just not getting rebounds after misses. Post gets it up the floor already. Big difference here as the Cardinals are getting through the Texhoma press much easier than they did on Friday against Texhoma in Moreland. Mitchell kicks it out. Thrasher has a foot inside the three-point line. She misses, but Elliott does a good job hauling in the rebound. Nice spin move to get away from Moses, and she puts it in. The senior from Texhoma was on the all-tournament team at Moreland. Cardinals get it up the floor, no damage. Boyd's got it at the point, kicks it out to Buller. Cardinals running 2 posts against Texhoma. That could be to go ahead and pull the Texhoma defense toward the lane and open things up outside. Moses is posting up inside against Scott, but the Cardinals will go ahead and kick it around. We're waiting to see what this Texhoma Red Devil defense will do. Estes has an opening at the top of the free throw line. She'll kick it out to Buller. It's back to Estes. And then Post is going to penetrate and get it to Moses. Moses gets up a nice shot. Tremendous job by Post to draw the defense in. He hit the nice little pass to Moses in the block. And when Moses went up, Scott had no option but to foul her. So Moses will go to the line. She'll be shooting 2. Third team foul on Texhoma. Things get a little screwy sometimes in Texhoma. I'm going to point it out as the game goes on. For this time, as you'll notice on the scoreboard up there in the corner, that foul was on Texhoma, but it gets put on our side on the scoreboard. Lots of interesting stories from here over the years. So no surprise for Cardinal fans to see interesting things happening on the scoreboard. Turnover by Texhoma, and Cardinals have it again. Buller's got it. Back to Weber. Weber's wide open, coming up the left side. Barry's challenging her, slaps at the ball. Weber gets it back to Buller, though. Buller sees an opening. A lot of contact from Elliott, but nothing called. Boyd's got it, looks up to the top. Barron's going to save the ball. There wasn't anybody there for the other end of Boyd's pass. But Weber's got it, looks to go Buller baseline. Buller, tremendous amount of contact, but that doesn't get called in Texhoma, Oklahoma. Bullard split a double team on the baseline. Ball will dribble out of bounds. Last touch by Texhoma. Cardinals doing a good job on inbound passes this year. They're scoring almost half the time off of possessions coming off of a possession that they inbound from. This time they don't score, though. Barry gets the rebound, comes the other way after the shot by Boyd. Ortega's open at the three-point line. She wants it. Red Devils still trying to figure out what to do with this Cardinal zone. Audrain takes a long three, bounced off the front of the rim. Here goes Weber. Speed in the front court for the Cardinals, and Weber puts in an easy layup. When you can get Weber free, there isn't anybody in the state that's going to catch her. And Weber makes good on it. Cardinals have a 3-point lead here in Texhoma, 7-4. 15 seconds now. Counting down. Texhoma finally fixes the scoreboard, so the foul count's correct. Weber gets a hand on a pass, tries to tip it away. Buller and Barrett going for a loose ball, and Barrett's going to go ahead and reach for no reason. They'd had Thrasher doubled up there on the baseline, and Barrett's going to pick up her second.
13, Barrett.
So Barrett picks up her second. One of the problems the Cardinals have had this year is the post players picking up multiple fouls in the first quarter. Not quite sure what we do this year if this team doesn't get at least somebody with 2 fouls in the first, and this time it's Barrett's turn. Moses will come back in. Barry tries to drive in. She'll miss the jumper. She and Audrain fight for the rebound, and Audrain gets it. Audrain slams the ball, which is an automatic technical anywhere but Texhoma, Oklahoma. If the ball gets slammed and goes above waist high or at least chest high, it's an automatic technical, but that doesn't get called here. It's an automatic tee. It's an automatic tee. It's not a judgment tee. It's an automatic tee. History of these two teams is a very interesting one. Like I said, they've gone back and forth over the years. They've played each other 14 times since the year 2016. So in the last 5 seasons, 14 times. So this is time number 15. Cardinals have had the edge 8-6. Texhoma had put up a streak of 4 games early on, and then the Cardinals have been on a run 8-2 since then. And these Red Devils on the floor right now have never beat Texhoma on this floor. Boy, howdy, do things get interesting, as you've already seen. Loose ball. Estes is able to save it. A lot of reaching. We're not getting any reach calls so far in this game. Not sure if we should expect any. Texhoma is running did have a 3-man crew on officiating. So you expect to see a little more stuff called, but we'll see if that happens or not. Boyd's working against. Buller has an opening. Buller goes down hard. Kicks it out to Boyd. Boyd tries to go baseline and gets pushed right out of bounds. Looks like the foul will be on Thrasher. Sorry, that's on Ortega. That's her second. So both teams have a starter with 2 fouls on the floor for the Cardinals, the same team that ended the quarter. You've got Weber, Moses, who just got the ball back to Weber, Estes, Boyd, and Buller. Weber gets it out to Boyd. Buller on the backside, Audrain matching up with her, the 2 WKE teammates facing off tonight. Weber's got it. They're trying to find an opening inside. Weber gets the ball poked away by Barry, and Barry will tie it up. Possession arrow goes back to the Red Devils. So Texhoma defense does a good job there at slowing down the Lady Cardinals. Ortega staying on the floor with the 2 fouls. They try to kick it across the court to Audrain. Audrain isn't there anymore, though. She had gone to cut into the lane, and so the turnover goes Cardinals' way. Buller into Boyd. Weber's got it on the backside. Cardinals have done a good job against this Texhoma press. And Weber's going to get fouled. This might be 3 on Ortega. It is. Ortega's got 3. Coach Broadhead took a risk and a gamble, leaving Ortega in, and came back to bite him. The senior will have to take a seat with 3. Estes will take a seat, and Post will come in for her. Weber's got the ball up top. She penetrates, draws the double team, then out to Buller. Buller over the top to Boyd. Boyd does a little bit of a dribble penetration. Cardinals are testing this zone from Texhoma. Moses looking across the lane for Weber, who was posted up backside. Elliott dives in and gets the steal. Barry goes in. She misses the layup. Texhoma just can't buy a bucket at the hole. And Audrain tips it out in frustration. Cardinals have the ball again. Cardinals press breaker doing a great job. A lot of hands from Texhoma. Ball gets pulled away from Moses. Barry ends up with it. And then it gets poked away. Post gets a steal and throws it up to Boyd, but Boyd isn't there. And Audrain's open. She's dangerous from that spot. Elliott gets the rebound and goes in. Buller gets a block. Tries to haul it in. It gets tipped around, and after the block, Boyd's got it. Buller's out on the edge. She'll give it to Weber. Buller has been known to penetrate, but so far is not testing this Texhoma defense. Cardinals look to be really putting an emphasis on not drawing fouls. Barry reaching, no foul called. And Boyd looks into the corner for Weber, but Weber isn't there. So Cardinals and Texhoma both throwing it at places where players were a moment ago and turning the ball over out of bounds. Still 7-4 here in Texhoma. Cardinals with a 3-point lead. That's what we started the quarter with, and we still stay at it. Barry with a long three. She's not known for a three-point shooter, but she's been working on her shot over the summer. This Red Devil team does not hit a lot of threes. The Cardinals, in contrast, will just dump it in from behind the three-point line, and they'll get going on big runs. That has been the case so far in the game. Buller up the court, hitting Weber on the backside. Weber won't penetrate. She'll go ahead and pull out and give it to Buller. Buller's got it up top. They've been running Buller at the point a lot. Weber drives inside. She's wide open. She goes up. She tries to put the ball up, and Blakely Scott just takes it away from her. So I don't know if you call that a block or a steal. Scott goes up for it, and she misses. Barry's going for it, and Weber ties it up. So these two teams, both competing hard. Let me get the last jump. Elliott inbounds to Todd Drain. Cardinals letting Texhoma take threes if they want to, but they made a mistake there and letting Allie Mitchell take the shot, and all of a sudden it's a tie game at 7. Buller up the sidelines to Boyd. Cardinals are not testing and trying to go for blocks here, or trying to draw Texhoma into blocks. When Texhoma's getting in front of them, the Cardinals are going ahead and letting Texhoma have the position. Moses goes up across the lane. Usually she's money from that spot. She misses it. Barry gets the rebound. They come in transition. Audrain finds position in the low post, gets the shot up and in, and Texhoma has their first lead of the game at 9-7. Boyd up the floor in a hurry. She'll go ahead and pull it out rather than challenge Elliott. She tests Elliott. Elliott slaps at the ball. Boyd goes in, goes up to Buller. Buller, a lot of contact, but nothing gets called here. And Buller puts the bucket in. So you're seeing a lot of bumping and shoving down below. Pay attention to it. Don't expect that to change anytime soon when these two are playing each other here. Long shot put up again by Mitchell. She's hit 2 straight threes. Texhoma leads by 3. Buller into the floor in a hurry. She goes up, a lot of contact. This time it'll get called. Buller got body checked about 3 feet sideways by Elliott. So Buller misses the shot, but she'll get the chance to go for 2 free throws. That is the 6th team foul on Texhoma. Turpin's been playing really clean tonight. They've struggled with fouls on the year. Buller makes her first free throw shot. And she is currently 3 for 3 on free throws. Cardinals, by the way, averaging 15 fouls a game, doing a great job tonight at not doing the same. So Cardinals have cleaned up the turnovers and the fouls in this game. And they're trailing Texhoma by 1, but that's off some tremendous three-point shooting by Mitchell, hitting 2 threes in this corner. Audrain tries to get it to Scott. It's unable to fall. The shot is missed. Cardinals aren't there for the rebound, and Elliott ends up with it. Strickland, one of the Strickland ends up with it. There's 2 of them, and they're twins. That was Zariah Strickland who came in. Before it's all said and done, Cardinals come away with the rebound. Not sure who got the rebound. But Buller's got the ball, kicks it out to Weber. Weber penetrates into the lane and out to Boyd. So Cardinals been running that dribble drive. Texhoma's starting to extend the defense a little bit here. That's going to provide some openings inside. That might be exactly what the Cardinals are looking for. And the two played earlier. Strickland bodying up hard on Buller. Now Buller out to post. Buller working against Strickland. Out to Weber. Weber against Thrasher. Hand checks aren't going to be called in this game, as you can see. Boyd comes in and Strickland strips the ball. She's got it in transition. Strickland goes right into post. Post is going to get called with a blocking foul. She'd gotten in front of Strickland. Cardinal Faithful doesn't believe in that call. But it's tough to draw a charge in that situation. We have seen it this year multiple times. But again, on this floor, don't be surprised with that call going against the Cardinals. Strickland misses the first. Estes will come in for post. That's just Post's first foul. That is Post's second foul. So we got two starters with two. Post and Barrett. They're both on the bench right now. Coach Smoltz protecting those two fouls for each. Under 2 minutes left to go in the game. Strickland misses, in the half. Strickland misses both. Texhoma puts that 2-2-1 post up again. Cardinals break the press again. Cardinals being very methodical here. They trail by 1. Tremendous three-point shooting had made the difference for Texhoma getting back in the game. Moses tries for her own 3. Boyd gets a rebound off the miss, puts it in. Cardinals lead by 1 again, 13-12. Tremendous game here, very low scoring. Cardinals normally put up a lot more points than this, but they're being very careful and methodical against Texhoma. Elliott goes for a long 3. She misses it. Ball hits Buller. She's not quite ready for the rebound. I think she was expecting it to hit some rim. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turpin. Ellie to be inbounding it. Into Barry. They kick around Thrasher. Now Strickland. Cardinals again still matching up with the zone. Expect to see Texhoma come out with a plan against that zone in the second half. Barry ends up going for a jumper against Buller, misses it. Buller doing a nice job on defense. Weber picks it up, gets doubled, but out to Buller. Cardinals get across the timeline. That was a little more interesting, but Cardinals have done a great job against this press. Buller over to Weber, under 40 to go. Coach Schmaltz gives the Cardinals a set play. It's into Buller. Buller splits the defense, gets a shot, gets her own miss, a rebound, and Buller gives the Cardinals a 3-point lead, 15-12. So 21 seconds here. Texhoma presumably going for a last shot and holding for this last possession. Elliott back up to Thrasher, 13 seconds. Texhoma doesn't have anything going yet. Elliott tries to go baseline. Boyd and Estes are there. Boyd staying by Elliott. 5 seconds now. It's in Strickland's hands. Texhoma's crowd trying to tell her to shoot. Thrasher takes a long 3 and hits it. Just a stickler in me. Thrasher bounced up and down before she shot it. That's normally called a travel, but not here. They're talking over whether or not it counts or not. They go ahead and count it. No surprise there. And Texhoma ties it up. The only thing keeping them in the game is 9 points off three-pointers. Cardinals with the lead in pretty much everything else. Steals, rebounds, boards, everything else. So, tremendous game here in the first half. Here's your Cardinal cheerleaders. All right, we'll get it up onto the clock so you can see the time. All right, let's talk about that first half. Your scoring totals, Buller's leading everybody in scoring. She's got 8 so far, a couple of buckets down low. 4 free throws. She's perfect from the free throw line so far. Sorry, that's not true. She had an and one on one of them, so there's been 1 miss on a three-pointer. Post has a bucket. Moses has a free throw. Boyd has 1 bucket, and Weber has 1 bucket. Rebounding, the Cardinals have been tremendous. Buller with 3, Moses with 2, Boyd with 4,
Fans, remember, Teddy
Weber
Bears
with 2,
coming up
and
after the
Estes with
boys'
a
game.
foul, or sorry, with a rebound.
$50
Foul-wise,
not closed.
the story for the Cardinals in this season does continue. They do have starters with 2 fouls in the game, but nobody with 3. So that's been nice to see. With a 3-man officiating crew here in Texhoma, you'd expect to see a lot of fouls called. However, if you remember, it is Texhoma, so for some reason, fouls just don't seem to get called here that much. So Post and Barrett, the only 2 with fouls. As far as steals go, Cardinals have stepped in front of some passes. It's been a little bit more Texhoma self-inflicting damage, throwing the ball away, throwing the ball to people who aren't there. Post has 2 steals, Buller has 1, and Moses has 1. Only 1 block so far in the game, that was Buller. So we'll go ahead and take a break here. Good time to grab a drink or a snack, go hit the bathroom and be ready. It's all tied up here, so we start the second half in the same position that we started the first, with a tied up game. Now, foul trouble for Texhoma. You do have Ortega with 3. That'll make a difference potentially as the game goes on. She is the starting point guard for Texhoma. But honestly, when she came out, when Mitchell came in, Mitchell was a huge lift, hitting 2 3-pointers, and then the senior Kennedy Elliott the senior Charlie Thrasher hitting a long buzzer beater 3-pointer at the end of the half. So Cardinals would have gone in with a 3-point lead if it had not been for that, but there's lots of sayings about would-haves and could-haves and wishes and all of those things. And that's where we sit. Tie game here in Texhoma. 5 minutes left to go of halftime before we start the 3rd quarter. coming back onto the floor. Get ready to start the second half. Cardinals will have the possession arrow to start the second half. Cardinals start the second half with the ball. Buller up top again. One of the adjustments that was made in this game, Cardinals have had Buller playing point a lot. Texhoma spreads it out a lot. Cardinals work the ball into the middle with a 4 out, and then post wide open on the backside. Buller hits her with the pass. She'll grab the assist, post with a nice bucket, and the Cardinals take the lead immediately at the beginning of the second half. Ortega's back in. She's playing with 3. Nobody else in foul trouble for Texhoma. Cardinals again in that 2-3 zone. They're putting Audrain into the post. She'll catch it and then immediately come back out. Audrain loves to play outside. She's the biggest player on Texhoma's team. Barry might be a hair taller, but Audrain, the big discus and shot put thrower from Texhoma, loves to come outside. Texhoma gets a nice jumper from the free throw line. Who hit that? That was Ortega. Have an official timeout for a moment to tie a shoe, and then here come the Cardinals with the ball. So
lots of untied shoes today.
Cardinals matching up with that Texhoma zone by going with a box or a spread offense, also known as a 4 out. They've got Barrett working inside. She tries to kick it backside to Moses. It gets tipped. Another pass gets tipped. This happened a lot against Texhoma in the first game. Audrain with the steal off Buller's miscue. And Texhoma now with a 2-point lead. Texhoma immediately tries to go back to that press. Buller brings it down and gets it into post. Post has the 3-point line. Buller's wide open. You don't want to leave these Cardinals open. Buller will make you pay, and she does. That's 20-19 now.
First 3 hit by us.
That's the first 3-pointer for Turpin. Texhoma's got to feel good about that. Turpin normally hits a lot of 3s in a game, but not so in this one. Audrain, long 3. She wants to answer Buller, but it's going to go long. Elliott's able to track it down, though. Audrain open. This time she'll pass it up. She tries to go to Elliott, but Buller is there. Buller tips it to Barrett. Barrett hauls in the steal. And the Cardinals have it in the front court. Ortega trying to match up with Buller. Texhoma switch to a man. This time they're going 4 out, and they've got Buller inside. They're trying to match her up with Audrain, or maybe just letting Buller run the offense from the high post. Moses has it. She gets an opening, gets it to Buller. Nice job by Moses. She penetrates, draws the defense in, hits Buller on tremendous pass. Buller spins around and puts in the bucket. I think Buller's got 12 now. We'll get you a score update, but Buller is the first player in the double figures for the team. That's 13 for Buller. Barry with a nice job, penetrates to the left side, puts up a jumper, and gets it to fall off the glass. It's a 1-point game. Turpin up by 1, 22-21. Texhoma making a little bit of adjustment with that zone. Post into the baseline. Bullard's backside open. Moses. Cardinals just taking turns seeing who's going to be wide open and take the shot. They all take turns deciding who's going to be. They distribute it around the horn, and eventually Post puts it in. So if Texhoma's going to leave the Cardinals wide open from behind 3, they are going to drop it on them. Cardinals, a tremendous shooting team, shooting over 30% as a team, which is tremendous as a team. Barry goes left side again, goes over Barrett with that jumper, and gets it again. So Cardinals will have to shore up that left side block. Cardinals running their press breaker again. They get it up to Post. It's interesting to see Post as a forward man on the press breaker, but that's exactly what Coach Schmaltz is doing, keeping Bullard back. It's working so far. Barry tries to tip a ball away from Bullard. Bullard goes down hard. Not sure who gets the foul.
It was Barry.
Looks like it'll be Barry. That could have been 4 on Ortega. Bullard went flying. Looks like some sort of martial arts spin move, except it was because of contact. You saw the gasps from both crowds. You could hear audibly, I think, on that video. Bullard's got it up top again. You can hear Coach Schmaltz clearing things out for the Cardinals. Moses wide open. Elliott comes over and slaps at it, but that's not going to get called tonight. Bullard penetrates the lane, wide open. So they're trying to draw Texhoma's defense out. It's working. And so as soon as Texhoma starts to come out to guard the three-point line, the Cardinals are able to take advantage of it, and Bullard drives inside for an easy layup. Cardinals now with a 4-point lead. Audrain bringing the ball up for Texhoma. The big senior loves the three-point line. Coach Broadhead during the timeout exhorting his team to work hard on defense. They bring in Blakely Scott. She'd done a good job in the first half and had a bucket in the first half. They go to her underneath. She snuck behind the Cardinals defense, but Scott ends up hopping and being called for a travel. Coach Broadhead disagrees. Bullard up the court to Post. Post up the floor to Moses. Cardinals starting to gash this defense for Texhoma, getting down the floor in a hurry, taking advantage of openings. Scott trying to get open inside. It's outside though right now with Mitchell back all the way around. It goes to Elliott. Elliott goes backside for Audrain. She loves the long three, but she can't find it tonight. Things are coming up roses for the Cardinals in this third quarter. They got a 6-point lead now. Bullard up the court quick to Post. Cardinals on a run. We'd had a tie game, and Texhoma actually had a lead at one point in this quarter, but the Cardinals have come roaring back and now have a 6-point lead. Weber's got it up top. The Cardinals have done a good job of spreading the floor, but now they're looking for penetration. Weber gets tied up with Elliott.
Number 33, Thrasher.
Jump ball's the call. Elliott gets shaken up. Hope the player's okay. Elliott's a tremendous player.
Number 22, Estes.
Barron's going to go ahead and take a break. So will Weber. Estes and Boyd will come in on the floor for the Lady Cardinals. You've got Bullard, Boyd, Estes, Post, and Moses. Elliott's going to have to take a seat. She's shaken up. Shaken up. Texhoma in the front court. They're missing Elliott now. She's an all-tournament player at Moreland. So that's a big loss for them. Hopefully she's okay. Barry, though, does a nice job. She steps up. The junior hits a jumper. She's got 6 points in this quarter. All off jumpers, doing a good job of finding openings in the Cardinal defense. Cardinals up by 4, 29-25. Buller in the corner, working against Audrain. Now to Boyd. Boyd on the baseline, working against Barry. She'll penetrate and kick it across. There's a lot of contact. Looks like Boyd drew a foul on somebody. We'll see who it's on. It's going to be on Thrasher. That is her first. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Cardinals leading 29-25. Buller in the corner. Audrain stepping out on her. Up past the post, gets tipped. That's going to be a backcourt violation. Cardinals have done a great job of limiting turnovers in this game. Against Sayre and Texhoma, there were a lot of unforced turnovers. But Cardinals, whatever it is that they're doing, whatever the recipe is, it's some good cooking tonight. It's been a nice game plan for the Lady Cardinals. They've executed it well, and a rare turnover. But it does mean that Thrasher has the ball, hits it into Audrain in the low post. She's doubled by Estes and Buller. One of the two is going to get whistled for a foul. It'll be Estes. And Audrain will go to the line shooting 2. That's only the first foul called on the Cardinals in this half. Cardinals doing a fantastic job playing clean here.
Only the 5th in the game.
Only the 3rd for the half. Audrain makes the first. Audrain's a tremendous player. Don't expect her to miss many from the line.
First free throw.
29-26. Audrain makes both. Those are the first free throws, by the way, for Texhoma. Post gets it into the corner for Boyd. Moses is wide open at the free throw line. They kick it around. Buller's open for a three-pointer. This one's going to be no good, but if you saw it, then you know what the referee's whistling. Tatum Boyd had set up for the rebound and just got shoved right across the lane by Charlie Thrasher. Double arm shove right across the lane. Moses has it up top. Estes gives her a screen. They're working the offense now. Boyd's got it. Texhoma tries for a double team. Boyd gets out of it safely. She's got it in the corner. Now Poist has it back to Boyd. Boyd's open for a 3. It's long. Buller's there. Goes for the rebound. Unable to hold on to it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Cardinals. Barry into the front court. Cardinals stay in that 2-3 zone. It's worked really well so far. One of the things about a 2-3 is it'll leave the three-point line open, but Texhoma's been unable to take too much advantage of it. Barry, though, has been tremendous on jumpers. This time she drives, puts up a little finger roll from about 7 feet out. It rolls in. Nice shot. And it will be the second foul on Estes. So all of a sudden, 3 fouls called after a really clean half. We went over 6 minutes with only 2 fouls called and then 3 fouls called in just a flurry. Barry's able to hit it, gives Texhoma the lead again. So Texhoma's on a 7-point run here. Cardinals had a 29-23 lead just a moment ago. Buller's open on the back side. She drives in. She goes for a reverse layup. Unable to get it. Moses tries for the rebound and gets a foul.
Foul call number 5, Moses.
Cardinals have run a tremendous set play to hit Buller. Pass was just a little bit deep, though, and Buller got it without enough room to put the shot up. So when she went underneath the basket, when she tried to recover and go for the reverse layup, she ended up missing the shot, and Moses called for the foul on the attempt at the rebound. And all of a sudden, Cardinals, after playing almost the entire third quarter with no fouls, have 3 fouls. That is how many on Moses?
1.
That is her first. So nobody in foul trouble for the Cardinals, but we do have 3 players with 2. We'll go through that in just a moment. Texhoma with a 1-point lead, seeming going to go ahead and be happy with playing for a last possession here. Post tips a pass. Barry throws up a miracle attempt. Audrain gets a rebound and goes up with a nice jumper and it'll fall. So 2 quarters in a row, Texhoma hits buzzer beaters. Last quarter, it was able to help them tie. This time, Cardinals have a tremendous third quarter, but then a run by Texhoma. They go on a 9-point run, Texhoma does, to end the quarter and retake the lead, 32-29. Here's your stats so far. Post has 7 to go with a rebound and a steal. Or sorry, 2 steals. Buller had a big quarter. She ended up with, doing the math here, she's got 15 to go with 3 rebounds, a steal, and a block. Moses has 3 points to go with 3 rebounds, a steal, and an assist. Boyd has a bucket and 4 rebounds. Weber has a bucket and 2 rebounds. Barrett, we're needing her to get going with her scoring. A lot of times she'll start to throw in baskets off of rebounds. We need her to start cleaning those boards. But right now she's got 1 rebound and 1 steal to go with the 2 fouls. Estes hasn't got any points, but came in and got a rebound. Foul-wise, Post, Barrett, and Estes have 2 apiece. If I know anything from watching games in Texhoma, Oklahoma, this game will be in the bonus for both teams before it's said and done, and things will be a lot more interesting 8 minutes from now. It's 3 points down for the Cardinals. They have the ball to start the quarter. You've got Estes, Moses, Boyd, Buller, and Post in for Turpin. Boyd out to Post. Texhoma's made some adjustments. Nice pass from Post in to Moses. Moses able to get the nice shot. So an assist for Post, bucket for Moses. Texhoma's extending their defense, which is going to start to open things up for the Cardinals. It is a 1-point game. Texhoma leading by 1. Barry's done a good job of penetration. This time she goes in. Buller gets the rebound, and Barry ties her up. It'll be a jump ball.
Number 22, Elliott.
Possession arrow goes to the Red Devils after the Cardinals start the quarter with the ball. Elliott, who's back on the floor. Nice to see that she's doing okay. On the floor for the Red Devils, you've got Ortega, who played the entire quarter with 3. Audrain, Elliott, Thrasher, and Barry. So the starters are in for Texhoma. Pass for Elliott, a little bit soft. Post tips it out of bounds. Texhoma will have to throw it in from the corner. Be careful right here. A lot of times what teams will do is they'll throw it in and then hit the person who passed it in. That's exactly what they do. Elliott's open for the 3-pointer and nails it. Very common thing. Got to be really careful of it. You'll throw it in, and then as soon as you throw it in, the eyes of the defense leave the person who threw the inbounds pass. They come open and hit for another shot. Now it's a 4-point lead for Texhoma. Buller's out in the corner, gets it to Moses. Estes kicks it back out. Boyd now Post. Moses open again, drives the lane. Nice shot. 4 points for the senior in this quarter. Pulls the Cardinals back within 2. Cardinals back into that. They've extended it up to a 2-1-2 right now. But I think effectively it's a 2-3 zone. Ortega's got it up top. Cardinals are just going to let her sit, apparently. Boyd will go ahead and extend up. We'll see Texhoma actually run some offense. They were content to just sit there if the Cardinals weren't going to extend out. Barry goes for a jumper. Audrain tried to go right through Estes for the rebound. She'll get called for the foul. I think that's her first.
Substitute coming in. Number 13.
Senior doesn't get a lot of fouls. You won't see Audrain in danger of fouling out unless things get really screwy. Barrett comes in for Estes. So you got the killer bees for the Cardinals, Buller, Boyd, and Barrett. Buller splits through the defense. It's a 4-on-3. Moses wide open for 3. It's a miss. Barrett tries tipping it. Texhoma's able to save it. Texhoma's crowd unhappy after Audrain got called for a pushing foul. They thought Barrett should have got one as well. Barry charges right into Barrett. Misses the shot, and Buller's got a rebound. Buller working against Ortega. Cardinals stick with the game plan of having Buller up top. Barrett's wide open. Moses tries to hit her on the lob pass, but it's off Barrett's hand. Steal for Texhoma. Audrain on a long 3. It's a miss. Moses has the rebound. Texhoma all of a sudden in a rush on offense. Buller into the front court to Post. Post has it into Buller. Nice lob pass to Buller. She goes up. They're going to say the point guard, Ortega, tied up Buller. About 5 inches difference between the two of them, but sure. Boyd's got it, drives in, short little jumper, a fall. Boyd gets knocked almost to the ground, recovers, but no call here in Texhoma, Oklahoma. Ortega got it up top, out on the edge to drain. Cardinals daring Texhoma to shoot threes. They've hit some, but it's been all Elliott and Mitchell, 2 apiece for the 2 Red Devils. Oh, sorry, Thrasher has one. It's going to take another one. She misses this one, but she gets inside a post, gets a rebound, puts up a shot, misses her follow. Barrett with the rebound, Post has it. We'll see. Cardinals haven't had a lot of transition opportunities. Buller's got it. She's going to get pushed by Ortega right out of bounds. That's going to be 4 on Ortega. We'll see if the point guard has to take a seat.
Substitute coming in, number 12, Mitchell.
The freshman will take a seat. Mitchell comes in. Now be ready. Mitchell, as we saw, Mitchell can't shoot the 3. She's got 2.
Ortega's not a freshman. That Ortega isn't a freshman.
Oh, sorry. Ortega's a junior. Cardinals get the ball inside again. Who hit the shot? Tatum Boyd with the bucket. Freshman had a nice tournament, and she's doing the same here. Cardinals with a 2-point lead, and we're past the halfway mark of the 4th quarter. Cardinals in good shape, only 3 fouls on the board. Elliott's up top, out on the edge to Mitchell. Cardinals extended, not allowing Mitchell to take that 3. Thrasher now up top, out on the edge to Elliott. Audrain trying to run the baseline with Barry. Mitchell's got it up top. Texhoma resets. They've got Barry running around the lane. They try to go baseline with Elliott. She does a great job hitting Audrain on an inside pass. Audrain, though, misses the shot. Audrain, I think, might have been surprised she was that open. And Turpin's going to take a timeout. Take a look. 3:20 on the clock. That's it for what's left of the game. Cardinals with a 2-point lead. Let's get your Cardinal cheerleaders and let's go through foul issues and what the Cardinals might be seeing as we come down to the end of the game. All right, fouls, Cardinals have nobody in trouble. So if things get weird here, and expect weirdness, we are in Texhoma. I keep saying it, but the things I've seen here in the last 5 years, I've seen some strange things. I've seen people get 6 fouls here. I've seen the score not be correct and not changed, even with people bringing it up. I've seen 6 players on the floor here last year with no call. Things get weird. I've seen people running the lane and coming in out of bounds and receiving passes, all sorts of weirdness here at Texhoma, Oklahoma. It just seems to be some sort of, I don't know if you call it a curse, I don't know what you call it, but weirdness abounds in Texhoma, Oklahoma. So 3:20 left, Cardinals with a 2-point lead. We'll see what the rest of this game has in store for us. Last time the Cardinals were on this floor, they came out with a win. That was in districts. Almost everyone from this Texhoma team was on the floor for that game. Moses wide open for 3. She doesn't hit it. Boyd goes for it, knocks it away to Barrett, and Barrett on the putback gets fouled. She'll get to go to the line shooting 2. We'll see who gets the whistle against him. It's going to go against Elliott. That is 2 on her. Ortega, the only Texhoma Red Devil in foul trouble. Nobody from the Cardinals with more than 2. Barrett hits the first. 3-point lead for the Cardinals, 3 minutes on the clock.
That puts Brianna on the board.
That's Brianna's first points for the game. Cardinals with only 3 fouls, but are in the bonus for the rest of the game. Brianna hits both. 4-point lead for the Cardinals. Remember, they had a 6-point lead in the 3rd quarter, and then Texhoma went on a 9-point run, ending the quarter with a 3-point lead. Thrasher's back in. They find Barry open on the baseline. Moses knocks it away, but saves it to Audrain. Moses knows she messed up. You never save the ball underneath the opponent's bucket. Ball gets knocked back in, but Audrain is there instead of Buller. Buller ends up fouling her. Audrain with her strength puts it in, and on the foul. Whoa! Barry goes through Barrett, but no call. But Moses is able to tie it up. On the floor for the Cardinals, you got Barrett, Buller, and Boyd, Moses, and Post. Possession arrow went to Texhoma. Elliott again throws it in, sneaks back in, and they find her right away. She hits a reverse layup to tie the game. So Cardinals had that 4-point lead a moment ago there, and all of a sudden it's gone. 2.5 left to go in the game. Cardinals have it. Texhoma extending their defense out. Cardinals have done a good job in this half of taking advantage of them extending that defense and getting into the lane by driving. Barrett out to Buller. Boyd in the corner. Barry extends out on her. Thrasher's fronting Barrett when she's in the low post. Barrett kicks it around. Cardinals going to go ahead and run some clock. Barrett wide open. There's no rebounders. Nobody crashes the board, and Barrett misses the shot. Barry's there for the rebound. Barry out to Elliott. Cardinals in a little danger here. Under 2 minutes to go. Cardinals staying in their 2-1-2 zone. One of the dangers of spreading out the offense is the Cardinals don't have rebounders in position. What they have to do is crash the board. They chose not to, and it came back to bite them. Texhoma running some clock here. Mitchell out on the edge to Audrain. Back up top to Thrasher. Texhoma's running a 4 out here. Elliott will come in. The senior hits a huge jumper to make it a 2-point lead for Texhoma. 80 seconds remain. Cardinals down by 2. Buller's got it. She looks in for Barrett. Thrasher staying close to Barrett. Boyd back to post. Big possession here. Buller comes free. She makes it inside. There's contact, but no call. Barry with the rebound flashes into the front court, and Texhoma may go ahead and run the clock. Cardinals need to foul here. They hit Barry inside. She's working on Buller. Buller straight up. They're going to call a body foul on Buller. You saw what I saw. And they're calling a foul on Buller hitting the arm. You saw what I saw. Again, things get weird in Texhoma, Oklahoma. So Barry gets to go to the line shooting the and 1. The chance to give Texhoma a 5-point lead here. So Texhoma's got a 5-point lead. I've called it and I've called it and I've called it. Things get weird in Texhoma, Oklahoma. We go from a tie game to a 5-point lead for Texhoma in no time. Cardinals have the ball. They have the possession arrow. As far as foul trouble goes, nobody's in any. If the Cardinals are in a 2-possession game here. They don't have to go for a 3. They've got to get points on the board, though. You could see something weird here. Texhoma may choose to foul and send Turpin to the line on a 1-on-1. It's a risky maneuver, but it might be something Coach Broadhead does. Cardinals are in the bonus. Texhoma is not. Cardinals have 5 team fouls. So with 2 possessions, Cardinals will get it in and need to get a quick score. There's 46 seconds left on the clock. Cardinals will have to turn around, defend the inbound pass, and if Texhoma can get it in, Cardinals will have to foul quickly. Nobody's in foul trouble, so everybody's got fouls to give. In fact, nobody with more than 2 for the Cardinals. Texhoma looks to be extending the defense a little bit here. Barrett inside out to Boyd. Back to post. Texhoma's extending the defense. Post wide open for a 3. It's off, but Buller gets the rebound. Buller goes up. Scott's going to foul her. Again was slamming the ball. In the first half, if you remember, Audrain slammed the ball. Or not Audrain. It was Thrasher slammed the ball, and no technical was called. This time she catches the ball. That's okay. That doesn't count, in case you're wondering. Buller makes the first. It's now a 4-point game.
Oh, they didn't have the foul. They didn't have the foul.
What do you mean?
They gave her 1 foul. She has 2. Which, am I surprised?
All right, Buller getting ready to shoot the second. There's a lot of options you can do from this. Buller can try to miss on purpose off the front of the rim to get the rebound. That would give the Cardinals a chance at hitting another bucket, maybe a 3, but there's no reason to because it's still 2 possessions no matter what. So the likely thing here is for Buller to try to make the shot. You'll notice Coach Schmaltz keeps rebounders in. Buller misses it. Thrasher's able to get the rebound. Cardinals need to foul. Audrain's got it. Cardinals need to foul. They're choosing not to. So Cardinals playing defense here. 23 seconds left. They wait till Elliott's get the ball and then foul her. Not sure what strategy is there, but sorry, there's no free throws yet.
Number 12.
Texhoma has the ball in the front court, so they will inbound it from right there, just inside the half-court line. Cardinals manning up. They're trying to free up Barry. Boyd going against Barry. Boyd steals the ball. Boyd goes up. Boyd hits the oh no! Boyd misses the layup. Buller has to foul Barry. Everything went right. Boyd had stripped Barry of the ball. It was clean, no foul. Boyd gets down in a hurry. I think she was expecting contact from Barry. Barry smartly holds off, not getting the foul to make it a potential and 1. Barry now gets to go to the line. She made her last free throw she shot off the and 1 against Buller. So Cardinals had their chance there to pull it to within a 2-point game. Barry puts it up and misses it. Buller's got the rebound. Cardinals only have 12 seconds. They got to get the ball up the court in a hurry. It's up the floor to post. 8-7. Cardinals have to get 2 possessions, not 1. Buller goes up. No foul. Oh, my word. Cardinals had a tie game with 3 minutes left. Texhoma goes on a 5-point run and ends up holding on to beat the Cardinals here. This is the first time to Texhoma for these girls in white to beat Turpin on their home court. 2 of the best teams in the Panhandle, 2 of the best teams in Northwest Oklahoma. Game goes against the Cardinals this time. We'll potentially see these 2 teams matching up later on in the year. Hard one for the Cardinals to stomach here. Boys team has come on the floor. We'll put them on the camera while I go through the stats. Cardinals struggled to score. That's been the case when they went against Texhoma earlier this year. Texhoma does hold the score down on people. Post ends up with 5 points. You're going to notice as I go through this, nobody got to shoot free throws basically except Buller and Moses and Barrett. Not a lot of stuff called here when you're in Texhoma. Post with 5. She ends up with 1 rebound, 2 steals, and assists. Buller ends up with 15. That's what she had at the end of the 3rd, so the junior doesn't score in the 4th. She ended up with 8 rebounds, a steal, a block, and an assist. Moses has 7 points, 5 rebounds, a steal, and an assist. Boyd with 6 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal. Weber had 2 points and 2 rebounds. Barrett with 2 points off free throws and 3 rebounds and 1 steal. And Estes with 1 rebound. So as far as the quarters go, Cardinals had jumped out to the lead. They had a 7-4 lead. They'd slowed things down, very methodical. Pulled Texhoma out of the game plan that had worked so well for them in Moreland. And then Texhoma came back and tied things up. Texhoma actually won the last 3 quarters. They beat Turpin in the 2nd quarter, outscored them 11-8 in the 2nd, and in the 3rd quarter, Turpin went on a big run, had it up to 29-3 before Texhoma went on a 9-point run and ended the third quarter 32-2. So Texhoma beating Turpin 17-14. And then in the final quarter, Texhoma pulls away. It was a tie game with 3 minutes left. Texhoma goes on a 5-point run and holds on for the lead. They won the fourth quarter 12-11. Final score here, Texhoma wins 44-40. We'll stop this stream and get ready for the boys stream in just a moment. So go back to turpin.live for the boys stream.